My name is John D'Ambrosia. I am the Chief Ethernet Evangelist in the Dell CTO Networking Office for Dell Networking. There's actually several technologies that excite me for different reasons, because being in standards, I deal with a lot of things and I get different perspectives. I'm really excited to see the development of 400 gig, obviously, that's my particular project. But there's so many other things happening. We're developing Ethernet for use in automobiles. So you can imagine that, and that's literally going to be shipping in hundreds of millions of ports by the end of this decade. I'm excited to see the development of 2.5 and 5 gig Ethernet for the wireless access points. I'm excited to see 25 gig for servers. There's just so many things that are happening. It really is an exciting time. The best advice that I can give to anyone is the same advice I've always given to everyone, and that is really communication. A lot of us do learn how to handle all these technical details, but we've got to learn to collaborate with others, and that requires communication. In my world, you would be surprised, shocked to see professionals, very intelligent people who can't talk with each other. And it's not always just a communication, but the use of industry, TLAs, 3-letter acronyms. And unfortunately, different industries, different groups of people use the same TLAs, and then they can't talk to each other. So I think communication is actually one of the most important, underrated skills that we can't lose sight of in a technical world. Well, I have a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old, so I can totally relate to your question. The easiest way for me to explain it to them is to talk about all the challenges that we're actually trying to deal with right now, from health, and the things there, and global warming, and I talk about my experiences and the things that I've seen. They talk about, well, can you imagine if we can figure out the temperature in water? And I'm like, well, I've seen it. And they're like, really? Yeah. So I think seeing actually would be one of the best things. So the more that we can expose them to these things, the better they'll be able to relate to it. Either that or just put it on some sort of smartphone and they'll have an app for it, I'm sure.